Hi, my name is Akshay Bhatt and I am back with another video. And this video is in continuation of the series on vendor management, where we are discussing about vendor-based risks and strategies, where proper handling can lead to a successful vendor management, and that ultimately leads to a success stories of a construction project. Since we generally hear that vendor is not performing at site, so I started this brief study to understand the root cause behind this. So this vendor management comes under the knowledge area of project risk management. There is a disclaimer as well about the upcoming parameters we are going to discuss. As I will be coming up with more videos on properties, please subscribe to my channel Property Shiksha and remain updated on the latest trends and information. So just to recap, here I did a root cause analysis to understand the parameters that influence construction vendor performance. In the last presentation, we discussed about vendor-centric parameters leading to poor performance of vendors. Here in this video, we'll discuss about project owner-centric parameters that leads to a poor performance of vendors. All these risks needs to be planned in the risk management plan during planning stage. So before proceeding here, the question comes is like, how the project owner-centric parameters can label contractor or a vendor as a poor performer. So I think it is going to be very interesting to understand the parameters dependent on the project owners. Let us see what are those parameters. So first point under project risk management towards project owner centric parameters, which leads to a poor performance of vendor, but attributable to project owner, is selection of the site, which is a high risk parameter. And the selection of site depends on two factors. It's like the geographical location and regional challenges impact. So when we talk about the project's geographical location, we talk about its location in crowded area, remote areas, or sensitive or politically motivated area, or its accessibility. And when we talk about the geographical challenges, we talk about the location of the site at steep hills, terrains, proximity to sea, or any other extreme weather condition that leads to challenges towards site planning, towards project planning, towards project construction, towards cost of the construction, etc. So how to tackle this? So the plausible risk strategy to tackle this can be to avoid risk through proper selection of site. So site selection in any construction project is one of the most important criteria for any project to get successful and get completed within given budgetary provisions. Though feasibility study gives lots of insights about the end product and its business case, along with associated risk management plan. However, practical implementation needs to be studied for any projects to avoid any such criticality. So all such sites pose various challenges, which should be thoroughly evaluated against construction viability before taking any final call of development on the land. So we can conclude this point while taking a conscious call at project feasibility level by experienced stakeholders. So this will ensure no review or regret on decisions later. And also this will also ensure every progress is there as per expected outcome and as per project management plan. Let me just give you the example in one of the site that we face this kind of a problem. So in one of the steep terrain project, while working out the feasibility, we realized that plotting is not working out properly. Accessing the road to the last plot was also getting difficult. And also roads and buildings are possible with the split level planning with the help of lots of retaining wall. So this was ultimately leading to high construction cost of the project and ultimately to the end product, which was not viable to sell because of the higher selling costs as compared to market rates. And the location of this plot was also in a dense crowded area. On the top of this, while checking the construction viability, logistics plan was another challenge. So finally we dropped the idea and didn't acquire the land. So it is better to come out of such sites rather than getting into complexities and associated risks. So my next point under project risk management towards the project owner-centric parameters, which is leading to poor performance of vendor, but attributable to project owner. and his team is site management, which is having a regional culture impact in the form of local traditions, local practices, local festivals, and local threats as well. So how we can tackle this? So the plausible risk strategy to tackle this can be to avoid risk through proper planning and implementation during execution. A site selection need to have the consideration of native culture, like local traditions, local practices, local festivals, including local threats. Also, we need to have the proper assessment on the regional culture, which has a direct impact on the vendors or contractors, who will have a longer and direct exposure and will deal with the local challenges for entire project lifecycle during execution phase. Other thing is related to the compatibility, where construction vendor selection or onboarding and project owner management team finalization should be done on the basis of the local compatibility. So following can be the response for such risks, which includes a comprehensive context study at project feasibility level by experienced stakeholders, a detailed risk management plan, and the continuous monitoring during execution for such risks. So let me give you the example towards site management. In one of the site, we faced a lot of challenges with respect to local neighbors who complained a lot to local authorities, brought the media attention, asked for local favors, and so on. But the project management plan was developed considering all such risks. So we went ahead and completed the project on site. So in general, in every site is associated with the challenges, but the most important thing is the associated risks and their responses. So if all consideration lead to the feasibility of the project, we can certainly go for it. So in this presentation, we covered 2 points related to project owner-centric parameters that may lead to poor performance of vendor on site if not handled properly. One of them was site selection related to geographical location and regional challenges impact. The second one was site management related to regional culture impact. So I will be covering more such points in the upcoming presentations. So thanks for watching this video. Just keep on watching, keep understanding, and keep learning.